Coming to Knoxville and you're wondering what kind of fun you can get up to while you're here, or do you live here now and you want to get out and get into some fun? Well, here are 10 of the best things that you can do in Knoxville, and we're going to get started. What's up and welcome back to All Things Tennessee with me, Ben Barredo, your local real estate pro and relocation expert for East Tennessee. Today, I'm going to tell you about 10 of the best things that you could be doing in Knoxville. Now listen, these are not the only 10 things that you could be doing, and they may not even be the best things, but they're 10 ideas that you can take right now and get out of the house and do something this weekend. Because here's the thing, Knoxville and East Tennessee offer so much variety for anyone that is looking to get out of the house and have some fun. You don't have to drive far to go away or to get into something new. Exploring the city or the countryside will reveal so many things to have fun with your loved ones, and you can do it all in an afternoon. So let's get into those things right now. And remember, again, these are not the only things that you can be doing. They're just 10 things that I thought are worth sharing today. I'm sure I'll have 10 things more in the future for another video. So make sure to like and subscribe. So the first thing I suggest you do is go and wander through downtown. Knoxville is 232 years old, with the downtown area called the Old City, or the Old City in the downtown area was established in 1852. Now with that length of history, it's not crazy to say that there are things to discover in the downtown area. If you find yourself wandering the streets of downtown, first go explore the Old City, which is located around Central Street and Jackson Avenue. In this area, you're going to find a couple of great coffee shops, men's formal wear store, furniture store, nightclubs, live music, great pizza, Scottish tap room, dog park, a gaming store, and so much more. When you've seen all you want in the Old City, make sure you work your way up to Gay Street, where you're going to find entertainment, bustling shops, Market Square with restaurants, outdoor concerts, festivals, and farmers markets. If you're not sure what to do while you're downtown, you can always check out visitknoxville.com or the downtownknoxville.org websites, which tell you all about the upcoming events in the Knoxville area. There is usually always something going on, so finding something to explore or experience should be easy. The next thing you could be doing is eating at a different restaurant each weekend for the unforeseeable future. If you don't want to sit at home and cook dinner tonight or any night, and you want to order out or you want to get out of the house maybe for a date night, you can do this every week for a couple years and not eat at the same place, considering Knoxville has over 850 restaurants. From barbecue to fine dining, we have everything that you can possibly be craving in Knoxville. In 2019, Knoxville has 3,794 restaurant sales per capita, 329 restaurants per capita, and 8,573 industry workers per capita, according to the list. Here are 5 of the more popular Yelp-reviewed restaurants in the last year. First, we got the Stock and Barrel. Next is Thistle and Briar Restaurant. Then 71 South. Then Not Watson's Kitchen and Bar. And then you got the Pharmacy, which is spelled with an F. The third thing you can do is get a unique view of Knoxville. Sometimes you just got to get a little different perspective of the area you live in, and you can easily do that and make a date of it by taking your loved ones to downtown and then taking a trip up to the top of the Sunsphere. Though the Sunsphere is not the tallest building in the city, it's still pretty high, and it gives visitors an incredible 360-degree view of the Knoxville area. Along with the view, there are placards with facts and information about the history of the Sphere and the 1982 World's Fair Park. The Sunsphere is located again downtown at 810 Clinch Avenue, and it was built again in honor of the 1982 World's Fair. You might have seen it on The Simpsons even. The fourth thing you could be doing is landscape photography. Now you cannot deny the natural beauty you find in East Tennessee. For this reason, if you want an easy hobby to get into, I'd recommend landscape photography. From the Great Smoky Mountain Park and Appalachian Range to the lakes, rivers, the dense forests, the historic neighborhoods, the urban views, the college campuses, and on and on. There is so much that you could go and try your hand at with photography. And the best part of photography is it can be as expensive or as cheap as you want it to be. You can buy an expensive camera, or you can just use your phone and play with all the apps out there to make editing photos fun. Either way, your drive to a different destination will be filled with beauty, and that is the real win of a hobby like landscape photography in a place like East Tennessee. The fifth thing you could do is go sit under a waterfall. There are at least 874 waterfalls in Tennessee, many of which are in the 56 state parks, and many of them are in Middle Tennessee, just a couple hours from Knoxville, and many more of them are within an hour's drive of Knoxville. Some notable waterfalls in the area are Grotto Falls, Ramsey Cascades, Abrams Falls, Balder River Falls, and Wildcat Falls. These waterfalls make for a great day trip that involve a short or long hike, depending on how you approach it. And then you can add in a picnic and maybe some landscape photography, and there's an incredible, memorable day right there. Before we go to the last 5 things that you could be doing in Knoxville, make sure to check out last week's video where I tell you about 5 things that stop a home from selling. And while you're here, make sure to like and subscribe. And additionally, if you're thinking of purchasing or selling or investing in real estate, give me a call. My contact information is in the description. Alright, the 6th thing you could be doing in Knoxville is exploring the greenways and dogwood trails on bike. Sometimes hiking and walking and driving doesn't cut it. Sometimes the best way to get around and explore an area is a bike ride. And you can do it without leaving the city. Knoxville has these gorgeous paved trails that run throughout different parts of the city called greenways. Walkers, runners, hikers, bikers, strollers, and others looking for an outdoor excursion without having to leave the city will find these paths perfect, and they will show off Knoxville's scenic paved greenways. And Knoxville boasts more than 112 miles of greenways and soft surface trails, with about 54 miles of paved ADA accessible greenways. These greenways run through parks, neighborhoods, and community centers. The greenway system provides recreational routes for runners, walkers, bikers, and adventurers of all kinds. Alright, the next thing and 7th thing that you could be doing is taking your dog to a dog park. Now, we all know most dogs love to socialize and play with other canine friends or make new canine friends. Having their own special play area where they can exercise, romp, and play, or just rest in a natural setting without a leash is what a dog park is all about. Dog parks in Knoxville provide a large fenced open space, sometimes divided to allow separate areas for smaller and larger breed dogs, and offer a variety of playground features, water fountains, plus benches for the human friends to sit and relax. Knoxville currently has 7 dog parks to enjoy, with an additional 4 dog parks in the Knox County area, giving you 11 dog parks total that you could go and check out. And all of these dog parks have various landscapes, they're various sizes, and they have various amenities. Many of them are connected to larger parks and greenways and walking trails. In fact, all but the downtown park are connected to large human parks. So you could take your pup on a nice leash walk, maybe play some baseball or soccer, and then go for a run, and then as a treat, you can stop at the dog park and let your dog run while you hydrate and rest up. The next thing you could be doing is having some water fun while kayaking or paddle boating. Knoxville's beautiful rivers, the French Broad River, the Holston, and the Tennessee River, plus the mountain streams, the deep blue quarries, and peaceful lakes provide unparalleled recreational opportunities. Paddlers in canoes and kayaks or on stand-up paddle boats will glide along the Knoxville sparkling rivers and lakes with over 50 river miles carving a path through the heart of the city, 2 tranquil quarries, and acres of smooth water lakes. A paddling adventure provides the perfect blend of exercise and fun for anybody looking to get a little wet and get out there today. Within about an hour's drive of Knoxville, there are many other paddling opportunities with all the lakes, rivers throughout East Tennessee. From scenic mountain lakes and wide open rivers, they all call to paddlers of all skill levels. Additionally, East Tennessee is famous for exceptional white water, and the Oped Wild and Scenic River areas and the Big South Fork National River are regarded as some of the best whitewater rivers in the country. And the Ocoee, Hiwassee, and Pigeon rivers are controlled by dams, so they provide whitewater paddling long after most free-flowing rivers do not. The ninth thing that you should have done, or should be doing soon, is hiking the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail, also known as the AT, runs about 71 miles through the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. It enters the park from the south at Fontana Dam and exits the northeast at Davenport Gap. The highest point anywhere along the 2,180-mile trail is 6,625 feet at Clingman's Dome here in East Tennessee. The trail also passes by other notable landmarks in the Smoky Mountains like Charlie's Bunyan, Rocky Top, and the historic Stone Fire Tower atop Camp Camara. It usually takes about 7 days to hike the section of the trail that goes through the Smoky Mountains. But if you don't have a week to do it, you can also shorten the hike and break it into sections, and you can do that by using the Newfound Gap area or the Clingman's Dome as a midpoint. Either that, or you can break the sections up and do it in a day here and there. And of course, since these are all one-way trips though, you got to arrange for a drive back to where you started or wherever you leave your car, which shouldn't be hard to do with Uber and Lyft and all that stuff. Now, the 10th thing that you can be doing is just explore the rich history of the area. Listen, what was once frontier settlement became a grand state capital, then evolved into the attractive city that you see today. This vivid tale of the trials and triumphs of a growing town and a growing nation are weaved into the history of Knoxville. Where these wild and often surprising tales are marvelously told are by the city's historic homes. From log cabins to frame houses to stately stone mansions, there are 7 Knoxville landmarks which invite you to step back in time to learn firsthand the history of Knoxville and the experience, the time and events that shaped the area. Each historic home holds a chapter of the history unto itself, and yet together they exemplify and celebrate the continuing pioneering spirit that created Knoxville and drives our culture today. Now, in partnership with the Historic Homes of Knoxville, there are guided tours offered throughout the year. You can also visit each home individually and on your own. As you can see, there are a ton of things that you can do in Knoxville. Again, there's probably a ton more, and I'll make a future video on that, but for now, here are 10 things that you can get out there and start doing this weekend, if not today. Well, that's it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a great rest of the week. See you then. Bye.